I'm going to share with you my process of making this bass sound. So first of all, thanks for all your comments and kind words. You guys really motivated me to create more videos. I've decided to have two separate channels. TuneLab is going to be mainly for my production process and tutorial stuff. And Farsh, which I put a link in the description, is going to be my artist channel where you can listen to my music and watch my music videos. Okay, let's jump into this bass sound. I've made this bass sound with Ableton Wavetable. So I'm going to the instrument and then double click on Wavetable. Before starting and getting busy with the sound design, it's always good to think about what kind of sound you want to make. You can have something in mind or have a reference. In my case, I'm looking for a deep, grungy bass sound that has a nice movement to it. So I start by choosing a different wavetable, like a saw wave, which is a bit buzzy and has rich harmonics. I feel this one has the potential for that grunge sound that I'm looking for. Let's change the oscillator's wave position. It doesn't make that much a difference now, but I'm making room for the up and down position movement later on. Okay, so let's transpose it to 1 octave lower so that we get closer to the bass sound. And I'm going to turn the sub as well and make this one 1 octave higher. And then changing the tone until you hear that the sub and the oscillator sound blend well together. Okay. To make our sound richer and deeper, I'm going to turn the unison on and selecting the first one, classic. I like it. It's now wide and full and has enough texture to play with. Also, I'm going to switch to the mono mode and add some glide. So when I play two notes together, there will be a nice glide move from one to another. Okay, I think this sound is good enough as a foundation, but we are going to make it more interesting by adding modulations and effects. I'm going to click on this little arrow here, so the window is bigger and I can see all the tabs at the same time. I need to mention that modulations might look a bit confusing in the first place, but the main concept is very simple. Basically, there are 5 modulation sources that can be assigned to different parameters of the wavetable. When we click on a parameter anywhere in the wavetable, its name will come up in the matrix tab, and then we can control it by these LFOs or envelopes. For example, I'm going to click on the oscillator position, and then here I can assign the LFO 1 to the oscillator's position. Maybe a slower motion. So let's decrease the rate here. Cool. Next, I'm going to the filter section. And like before, I'm going to modulate this filter. So click on the filter frequency and then assign it to envelope 2. Maybe having a more smooth attack. It's nice, but I still want to have more movement. So I'm going to assign the LFO2 to the filter frequency. But I'm going to decrease the amount to make it very subtle. And I decrease the rate to have a slower motion. Nice. Okay, we already have a good sound, but effects can take it to another level. I'm going to the audio effects and then bring drum bass. This is one of my favorite plugins. It always adds a nice depth and color to the sound. I'll go ahead with testing the sound with default setting. Maybe adding more drive. And turning the crunch to bring out that gritty texture. Great, I like it. Next, I'll add an EQ to control the frequency ranges, and it will be very helpful for changing the tone and color so that the sound will fit better in the mix. Lastly, I'll add a utility plugin at the end of the chain to have a control on the volume and the width. Okay, we are done. Just grouping everything together. I hit Command G. And now I have a nice instrument track to save for future use. I hope you enjoyed this video and you can use some of these techniques in your own production. Thanks for watching.